In November 2022, Cristiano Ronaldo's storied career at Manchester United came to a dramatic end after a highly publicised falling out with the club's manager, Erik ten Hag. The once unthinkable split left fans worldwide questioning the real reason behind Ronaldo's exit, especially after his fiery interview with Piers Morgan. Ronaldo's move to Saudi Arabia only added fuel to the fire, and many believed it was the result of growing tensions with ten Hag. But behind the scenes, there was an incident, barely known to the public, that set the stage for the eventual breakdown between player and manager. The relationship between Ronaldo and ten Hag was rocky from the very beginning. Known for his strict discipline and modern tactics, ten Hag immediately set the tone with a no-nonsense approach. This was a stark contrast to the more lenient reigns of previous managers like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralf Rangnick. The seeds of discord were planted early on when ten Hag implemented new rules in training, one of which prohibited players from wearing jewelry during sessions. This may have seemed trivial to some, but it became a major point of contention between Ronaldo and the Dutch manager. Throughout his career, Ronaldo was known for his stylish appearance both on and off the pitch. Jewelry, including his expensive earrings, was part of his trademark look. He had worn them during training under Solskjaer and Rangnick with no objections, but ten Hag had other ideas. The first sign of friction came when ten Hag reportedly asked Ronaldo to remove his earring during a training session. The request, simple as it may seem, did not sit well with the five-time Ballon d'Or winner, who was known for his strong opinions and confidence. Initially, Ronaldo didn't comply. Tension simmered under the surface as Ronaldo felt the new manager's directive was a sign of disrespect, especially given his legendary status at the club. Ten Hag, however, was determined to assert his authority. Over time, this small issue snowballed into something much bigger. Ten Hag's refusal to back down and Ronaldo's unwillingness to adhere to the new rule laid the foundation for their strained relationship. Onlookers noticed the growing divide between the two. As weeks passed, ten Hag decided to escalate the situation. He instructed his assistant coach, Steve McClaren, to address the earring issue with Ronaldo directly. McClaren, a seasoned professional, approached Ronaldo in an attempt to diplomatically resolve the matter. But Ronaldo's response shocked everyone. Rather than simply removing the earrings or discussing the matter further, the Portuguese superstar dramatically took off his expensive earrings and threw them into a nearby bush. Onlookers were stunned by the gesture, which clearly indicated that Ronaldo was fed up. It became clear that this wasn't just about jewelry, it was about power, respect, and control. Ronaldo's act was a clear message to ten Hag. He was not a player who could be easily dictated to. The earring incident became symbolic of the larger clash between the two powerful figures. While this specific event stayed under wraps for some time, it only added to the growing tension between Ronaldo and ten Hag. Behind closed doors, there were other disagreements, including Ronaldo's dissatisfaction with the team's overall direction and strategy. Ronaldo, who had a remarkable first season back at Manchester United, felt that the club was no longer living up to its potential. He publicly voiced concerns about the lack of ambition and questioned whether the team could compete for the Premier League and Champions League. In one of his interviews, Ronaldo expressed disappointment, stating, "Manchester United needs to rebuild everything. You cannot say you're not going to fight for the league or Champions League. You have to try." Ten Hag, on the other hand, had a more pragmatic approach. He acknowledged the need for rebuilding, but was cautious about overpromising. This difference in mentality created further friction, with Ronaldo viewing ten Hag's attitude as a lack of ambition. The final blow came when Ronaldo sat down for an explosive interview with Piers Morgan. In it, Ronaldo aired his grievances, criticizing the club's management and direction while also indirectly taking aim at ten Hag. The interview marked the point of no return. Following the interview, it was clear to both Ronaldo and Manchester United that his time at the club was over. Ten Hag remained composed in the face of the media storm, handling the situation with a level-headed approach, but the damage was done. Ten Hag, when asked about Ronaldo's comments in a later press conference, dismissed the criticism with a simple retort, "Everyone can have an opinion." He's far away in Saudi, far away from Manchester. Ronaldo's dramatic exit from the club was a culmination of various factors: his dissatisfaction with the team's trajectory, his clash with ten Hag's methods, and ultimately, a power struggle that neither side could walk away from unscathed. Now, as Ronaldo continues his career in Saudi Arabia and ten Hag steers Manchester United through its rebuilding phase, the untold story of their clash remains a reminder of how small disagreements, like the earring incident, can escalate into career-defining moments.